Let me ask you something real, and I want you to answer this honestly to yourself. When was the last time you went quiet and suddenly saw people's true colors? Think about it. Not when you argued, not when you begged for clarity, not when you kept a conversation alive, but when you finally stepped back and stopped talking, when you stopped explaining yourself, when you stopped chasing people who showed you no effort, when you gave them the one thing they never expected, because silence is not empty. Silence is revealing. Silence is a mirror that exposes who values you, who respects you, and who only wanted access to your energy. The moment you stop reaching out, the moment you stop giving constant reassurance, the moment you stop carrying the entire connection on your back, the truth rises to the surface, and that truth either gives you peace or gives you freedom. The Stoics talked about this kind of truth. Marcus Aurelius said, "Silence is a lesson learned through life." He meant that silence teaches you what words cannot. When you stop talking, you stop carrying other people's emotional weight. You stop running after people who wouldn't take one step toward you. You stop buying into excuses. You stop tolerating disrespect disguised as busy, forgetful, or distracted. Silence reveals who shows up when you go quiet. Silence reveals who checks on you when you stop checking on them. Silence reveals who values your presence without needing your constant reminders. Silence reveals who respects you even when you're not giving them attention. Silence reveals the people who were only around because you were the one keeping everything alive. And here's the part people don't like to hear. Some people don't respect you because you gave too much, too quickly, too often. You made it easy. You made it convenient. You made them feel like your time and energy were unlimited. But when you fall silent, when you disappear, when you stop being their emotional ATM, everything changes. Suddenly, they have to face the reality of who they are without your support. Suddenly, they realize your presence wasn't guaranteed. Suddenly, they feel the absence of what they took for granted. Silence is not about playing games. Silence is about choosing yourself. It's about reclaiming your value. It's about saying, "If you respect me, you'll show it without me pulling it out of you." And the moment you give people that space, the moment you step back, the moment you keep quiet, you see exactly where you stand in their life. Some people will step forward, some will finally put in effort, some will apologize, some will recognize their own mistakes, but others, the ones who never valued you, they will vanish. They will stay silent. They will not check on you. They will not put in effort. And instead of feeling hurt, you need to feel grateful, because your silence exposed what you refused to see. Silence is the filter that separates who deserves you and who only used you. Silence is the test that shows you who respects you without being asked. Silence is the shield that protects your peace from people who don't know how to value it. And today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how silence helps you reclaim your power, how it exposes true respect, and how you can use silence in a healthy, powerful, self-respecting way. By the end of this, you will understand how to detach with dignity, how to recognize real love from convenience, and how to protect your self-worth with unshakable confidence. Before we start, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments right now. My silence shows who truly values me. Number 1. Silence reveals intentions without you asking. When you go silent, you remove the noise, the distractions, and the excuses that people love to hide behind. Silence makes everything clear. When you stop talking, you stop filling the gaps in conversations. You stop doing the emotional labor. You stop giving people easy access to your time, and then, suddenly, you see their true intentions. People who respect you won't disappear when you go quiet. They won't treat your silence like an opportunity to forget you. They won't suddenly act like you don't exist. Instead, they will step up. They will check on you. They will ask if you're okay. They will make effort because your presence matters to them. That's what real intention looks like. Consistent effort, even when you're not doing all the work. People who don't respect you will do the opposite. They will enjoy your silence because it means they don't have to put in effort. They won't ask if something is wrong. They won't check on you. They won't try to reconnect. And your silence doesn't hurt them because your presence wasn't important to them in the first place. Epictetus said, "If someone is not good for your soul, let them go." Silence exposes exactly who those people are. It shows you whose behavior matches their words. It shows you who actually cares versus who only cared when they were benefiting from you. The mistake most people make is this. They break their silence too soon. They panic when people don't respond. They feel rejected. They feel abandoned. But you need to understand something. Silence is supposed to reveal the truth, even if that truth hurts. If someone disappears when you go quiet, it's because they were never truly connected to you. They were connected to the benefits you gave them, the attention, the validation, the emotional support. Silence is the great divider. It separates people who respect your boundaries from people who only respected your availability. It shows you who values connection versus who values convenience. And the more silent you stay, the more clearly you will see who belongs in your life. Your job is not to chase anyone who fails this test. Your job is to stay grounded, stay calm, and let their actions teach you everything you need to know. When someone respects you, silence doesn't push them away. It pulls them closer. Number 2, silence forces people to reveal their true effort. Silence is powerful because it strips away comfort. When you go quiet, people can no longer rely on your constant presence. They can't lean on your predictable replies or your steady emotional support. Your silence becomes a wake-up call that forces them to show their real level of effort. Seneca said, "What fortune gives, it can take away." And your silence reminds people that your energy is not guaranteed. When you stop speaking, you stop making things easy for others, and suddenly they must decide whether they want to step up or step out. You can tell everything you need to know about someone by what they do when you stop doing everything. If they truly respect you, they won't sit in the comfort of your silence. They will reach out, because effort is the language of respect. They will not wait for you to carry the weight. They will move toward you because they value your presence, not because you're chasing them. Silence reveals who is willing to close the distance. Silence exposes who actually cares enough to check in. Silence shows you who refuses to let the connection fade. People who truly value you don't need reminders to show up. They don't need your silence to become a crisis before they act. They naturally step into the space because genuine care needs no invitation. But people who used you, people who took you for granted, people who liked the benefits but never wanted responsibility, they will vanish when the silence grows, and that disappearance is the blessing. Silence becomes the filter that shows you who was genuine and who was only there out of convenience. You gain clarity without confrontation, drama, or arguments. You simply stop talking, and their behavior writes the truth for you. This is why silence is not weakness. Silence is clarity. Silence is respect for yourself. Silence is the doorway to freedom from fake connections, and the more you embrace it, the more peace you protect. I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. My silence exposes real effort. Number 3. Silence stops people from manipulating your emotions. Silence is one of the strongest shields you can use when someone tries to control your feelings. The moment you stop responding, you take away the fuel they need to twist your reactions. People who don't truly respect you often depend on your emotions to keep control. They want you to explain yourself. They want you to defend yourself. They want you to react so they can blame, guilt trip, or confuse you. But when you choose silence, every tactic they once used loses power instantly. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Silence is you choosing your mind over their games. When you stay quiet, you deny them the chance to push your buttons. They cannot guilt you if you do not reply. They cannot argue with silence. They cannot twist words that were never spoken. They cannot drag you into drama you refuse to enter. Silence becomes the boundary that protects your emotional space without you saying one thing. You do not have to announce your limits. Your quiet sets them for you. And here's the deeper truth. Anyone who becomes angry when you go silent is someone who relied on your emotional reactions to keep control. Real respect never depends on manipulating your feelings. Real respect doesn't need drama, noise, or pressure. Real respect honors your peace without demanding access to your emotional world. So, when silence exposes someone's true intention, believe what their behavior shows you. If they back off, you know they were only there to take. If they become frustrated, you know they wanted power. If they choose calm communication instead of manipulation, you know they value you. Silence lets the truth speak louder than excuses. It protects your heart, your clarity, and your strength. It keeps you grounded when others want you unstable. And most importantly, silence lets you control the moment without fighting for it. If there is one thing you take from this entire video, let it be this. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not surrender. Silence is your shield, your clarity, your boundary, and your strength. When you stop explaining yourself to people who never listened, when you stop chasing people who never valued you, and when you stop wasting your energy on situations that don't help you grow, you rise into a version of yourself that cannot be manipulated, controlled, or broken. You are learning to trust your voice by choosing not to use it for the wrong people. You are learning to value your peace more than their approval. You are learning to put yourself first, and that is what real power looks like. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." So choose peace, choose strength, choose silence when silence protects you. Anyone who truly respects you will move toward your quiet, not run from it. And anyone who disappears because you stopped giving them endless access was never meant for your future. If this message hit your heart today, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and share this with someone who needs it. Your silence is powerful. Now use it wisely. Number 4, silence reveals who values your presence without constant access. Silence is the one thing that exposes people who only respect you when you are available on demand. When you step back and stop giving instant replies, instant comfort, instant support, and instant attention, you quickly discover who truly appreciates you and who only benefits from your presence. People with genuine respect understand that you have a life, responsibilities, emotions, and personal space. They don't collapse when you take time for yourself. They don't panic when you slow the conversation down. They don't treat your silence like a threat. They treat it like a normal part of being human. But those who feel entitled to your time interpret silence as disobedience. They see your quiet as rebellion because they are used to you giving without thinking. They are used to access without effort. They are used to priority without reciprocity. Seneca said, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." Silence reveals who actually appreciates you and who expects from you without gratitude. When people start questioning, complaining, or acting offended because you're not constantly available, that is your wake-up call. Respectful people don't demand your presence, they value it when it's offered. Silence shows you who is connected to you out of genuine care and who is connected to you out of convenience. It separates the ones who reach out to check on you from the ones who only reach out when they want something. It reveals who speaks to you with patience and who pressures you with selfishness. Silence becomes the filter that removes noise and exposes sincerity, and the beauty of this is simple. You no longer waste energy on people who treat you like an option. You no longer give time to people who vanish when you need them. You no longer carry relationships that collapse the moment you stand still. Silence shows you exactly where people stand, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Now I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. I attract people who respect my space. Number 5. Silence forces people to show their true intentions. Silence doesn't just reveal who respects your space, it reveals intentions that words often hide. When you stop giving constant attention, you create a moment where people must decide what you truly mean to them. Without your energy fueling the connection, their actions become honest. If someone cares, they will move toward you without hesitation. If someone is loyal, they will check on you without needing reminders. If someone values you, they will reach out because they want to, not because they need something. And if someone disappears during your silence, that absence is your answer. You don't have to investigate. You don't need explanations. Their behavior speaks louder than anything they could ever say. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Silence gives people enough room to reveal the color of theirs. Some people return with respect, clarity, and sincerity, because your quiet made them realize what they risk losing. Others respond with irritation, pressure, or guilt, because they never wanted connection, they only wanted control, and some vanish completely, not because you did anything wrong, but because your silence removed the benefits they were taking from you. Silence exposes fake loyalty. It exposes conditional affection. It exposes people who only stayed because you made everything easy for them. And most importantly, silence exposes who genuinely sees your value without needing your presence as proof. When you stay quiet, you stop giving people a script to follow. They must act on their own motives. They must choose effort without being pushed. They must reveal what they actually feel instead of what they claim. Silence never lies. It clears the noise, strips away excuses, and shows you the truth you once ignored. Stand firm in that truth and don't break your silence for anyone who breaks their intentions. Number 6. Silence teaches you emotional discipline. Silence is not just a response, it is training. It sharpens your emotional strength in ways talking never will. When you stay silent, you learn how to sit with your thoughts instead of running from them. You learn how to hold your reactions instead of handing them to people who don't deserve access to your emotions. You learn how to separate impulse from intention. You learn how to breathe before you break. Seneca said, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." Silence becomes that port, a place where you anchor yourself instead of getting tossed around by every feeling, every insult, every rejection, every expectation someone throws your way. When you choose silence, you stop chasing instant comfort and start building inner discipline. You stop responding to emotional bait. You stop falling into traps set by people who want to see you lose control. You stop explaining yourself to people who enjoy misunderstanding you. And here is the real power. Silence trains your nervous system to stop reacting to everything. You stop shaking. You stop worrying. You stop internalizing noise that doesn't belong to you. You grow a calm that cannot be faked, bought, or borrowed. People who once played with your emotions suddenly realize you've become unpredictable. Not because you're unstable, but because you're untouchable. They can't provoke you anymore. They can't manipulate your responses. They can't push you into emotional corners where they used to feel powerful. Silence makes you steady. Silence makes you grounded. Silence makes you harder to break. Because you've learned how to control your inner world before responding to the outer one. Keep choosing silence not to avoid conflict, but to master yourself. And mastery is the highest form of strength you will ever own. Number 7. Silence forces people to reveal their true intentions. Silence is a mirror. When you stop talking, people's real motives come to the surface without you having to do anything. The moment you stop explaining yourself, the moment you stop giving updates, the moment you stop offering comfort to people who never offered it back, you start to see the truth. Marcus Aurelius said, "Time reveals everything. It is a healer and a teller." Silence works the same way. It exposes what words try to hide. When you go quiet, people who genuinely respect you will move with care, patience, and understanding. They won't pressure you. They won't guilt-trip you. They won't demand answers. They will respect your space because they value you as a human being, not as a source of benefit. But the ones who only cared about what you could give them, the ones who thrived on your attention, your reassurance, your emotional presence, they will panic. They will show frustration. They will accuse you of changing. They will try to pull you back into their control. They will reveal everything they tried to hide when they thought you needed them. Silence removes the performance from relationships. Without words to manipulate, without excuses to hide behind, without your energy feeding their ego, people become honest by accident. Some will drift away, some will get angry, some will come back with fake kindness, and some will suddenly show loyalty they never expressed before. Pay attention to all of it. Your silence is the test. Their reactions are the answers. You never need to confront, argue, or force clarity. Just step back quietly, and the truth will walk right up to you. Trust this process. It saves you from people you never should have trusted and brings you closer to those who actually honor your worth. Number 8. Silence protects your value and rebuilds your inner power. Silence is not about shutting people out. It's about letting yourself in. It is the space where you strengthen your identity, restore your self-worth, and rebuild the confidence that others tried to weaken. When you stop giving everyone unlimited access to your mind and heart, you reclaim control over your energy. Seneca said, "He who guards himself carefully is seldom harmed." Silence is that protection. It keeps your emotions from being drained by people who only show up when it serves them. It shields your peace from people who misunderstand your kindness as a weakness. And it frees you from constantly proving yourself to those who never intended to understand you in the first place. When you go silent, you return to your core. You start seeing your life more clearly. You feel your strength waking up again. You stop accepting the bare minimum. You stop fighting for people who wouldn't fight for you. You stop letting temporary attention confuse you into believing it is genuine care. Silence resets your standards. It reminds you of everything you deserve, but were too distracted to notice. You begin to value your time differently. You begin to protect your heart differently. And you begin to walk with a level of confidence that cannot be shaken by rejection, gossip, or distance. The truth is, silence upgrades your whole life. It shows you that not every situation deserves a reaction, not every insult deserves a response, and not every person deserves a second chance. You reach a point where your peace matters more than their presence. Your healing matters more than their apology. Your growth matters more than their return. And once you reach that point, you become untouchable. So keep your silence strong, keep your value high, and keep your energy guarded like something sacred. Because it is, I want you to drop this affirmation in the comments. My silence protects my worth. If there is one thing you take from this entire video, let it be this. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not surrender. Silence is your shield, your clarity, your boundary, and your strength. When you stop explaining yourself to people who never listened, when you stop chasing people who never valued you, and when you stop wasting your energy on situations that don't help you grow, you rise into a version of yourself that cannot be manipulated, controlled, or broken. You are learning to trust your voice by choosing not to use it for the wrong people. You are learning to value your peace more than their approval. You are learning to put yourself first, and that is what real power looks like. Marcus Aurelius said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." So choose peace, choose strength, choose silence when silence protects you. Anyone who truly respects you will move toward your quiet, not run from it. And anyone who disappears because you stopped giving them endless access was never meant for your future. If this message hit your heart today, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and share this with someone who needs it. Your silence is powerful. Now use it wisely.